Maximilian, thou art good, and yourself?
Yes, yes. Grand. Coping well. Should we get the show on the road then?
Yes, indeed we shall.
Good morning, Monte. Time to wakey wakey.
Okay, guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Monte Radio.
Today we're going to be joined by ex-Montecutian Matt Daubeny, but first we're going to head over to Mr. Lloyd with the weather.
So we're now with Mr. Lloyd, and he's going to give us a quick update. So, Mr. Lloyd, over to you.
Yeah, nice to be back again for is this episode 2?
Episode 2, yeah.
Very exciting, yeah. Still like it. You know, it's hopefully the music has gone down well. There's been a few people posting this week. I don't know the results yet, so yeah, anticipation for that one, and certainly encouraging people to get their views on what's going on around them and the things they're up to through to you two. I think it's really important. We want to make sure that people are really involved. Here it's just, I mean, it's been a pretty straightforward week. You know, half term, I've been away, which has been quite nice. Doing some manual labour, which I've really enjoyed. Built a deck, which was satisfying from start to finish. You know, seeing that come to fruition was very satisfying in the heat. You know, that was good fun. Here things have, it's just been quiet again. You know, the fields are getting increasingly more brown. There's a lot more sort of baby deer around the place at the moment, all outside the pavilion, which is quite nice.
Okay.
I've seen a few people around. Quite up with Mr. Carpenter for the first time, actually. I had a chat with him. He seems like a very nice chap. Seen Mr. Christopher around with his girlfriend. That's been about it. I can't tell you anything more exciting than that.
Nothing special, no.
No, nothing special. I think it was just a chance to have a week off and not look at a screen for a few days, which I think everyone really enjoyed. The weather, of course, has been absolutely amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So, just been a chance to enjoy that, really. And, knowing that there's a matter of weeks left, isn't it? A few weeks left. Yeah, a few exams for you lot.
Yeah.
This week, a few for juniors next week, and and I think it'll fly past now, actually. And then hopefully we'll start to get a little bit more information about what's going to happen, later this term and into the summer and that sort of thing, really. But no, it's just been a relaxing time, actually. I went away Saturday and came back Thursday, so I was away for most of the week.
That's a nice getaway.
Where Max lives, yeah.
Yeah.
The sea, it's pretty cold, but it was nice, yeah. Dolphins, saw dolphins down there.
Wow.
Seals and that sort of thing. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, to try to avoid all the crowds, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the nutcases that come down from the Midlands and. No, it's been lovely. Yeah, it's been a nice break. Yeah, but I've not had. I'm looking forward to catching up with people over the next couple of days in house. I've got lots of junior tutorials this afternoon to find out how everyone's doing and hopefully pass on a bit of news to you two that you can announce on the radio show.
Perfect.
Now we're here with old boy Matt Daubeny.
Dorbs, how are you doing, and what have you been up to recently?
I'm doing all right, thanks, boys. I have been playing a bit of golf, doing not a lot, putting on the pounds in lockdown, but it's been all right. It's been okay.
Where are you right now, Matt?
I'm in Jersey. The situation here is a little bit better than England, but everyone's in the same boat, doing not a lot.
Yeah. So there's no lockdown, but like, do you have a bit more freedom? Have you been going out?
It's sort of like the lockdown lifted a little bit, like a week or so ago, so you can meet socially distantly in like groups of 6 or 7. So it's not too bad, and like have barbecues in the gardens as long as you're distant from each other. But it's getting a lot better compared to what it was, and the weather's unreal here.
Nice. So obviously you left Camford about a year ago. What have you been up to in your last year?
I have taken a year out, so I worked a little bit after finished school to earn some money. Then I went away to Asia and Australia to have a bit of fun with a few mates from school. And I was meant to go and play hockey in Melbourne for a few months, but unfortunately the old flu has meant I had to come home a bit early. So not ideal, but everyone's struggling, so it's all right. Had a good year for sure.
Everyone was following the Three Blokes One Zach account, and that was a bit of fun. Is there going to be anything else coming out of that?
There will be, I reckon, in the future. We've all said next couple of years, once we've all tried to earn a bit more money after uni, we'll have a bit of a reunion with the four of us, and I'm sure that account will be up and running once again, no doubt.
Mm.
Very nice.
Are you still in contact with many of like the Monte contacts, Mr. Lloyd and your mates?
Yeah, I'm obviously in contact with Tom Conabare, my right-hand man, and then all the boys from our year group as well. Big
Do you
lads.
still speak to Max Kawaki?
Yes, I do speak to Glawazzle.
How is he?
He's doing well, I think. He's got Snapchat now, which is like a big improvement. And I've seen a few photos of him with a girl on Facebook, so I think we're,
Wow,
big
very nice.
waves from Mr. Glavatsky at Cambridge, I think.
Mm. Good for him. Matt, we wanted a little, if you could describe your funniest or most iconic memory from your time in Montecute, preferably one of the slightly more appropriate ones.
Yeah, something that can go out.
Yeah, I can do that. So in Shells, we're in the big dorm, and it was me, Max Taylor, Tom Conabare, and Jamie Lees. Jamie Lees had brought some animal masks in from home, so we had them on. We nicked a few syringes from biology, filled it with shampoo, crawled along the corridor, and then squirted Noah with our syringes. And Mr. Compan came out and caught us crawling along the corridor. So that was one of my earlier gatings, and that was a particularly good memory of mine. Very good, actually.
That's
Very
great. That's great. Brilliant.
So we move into the next section, News from the World, where Max and I discuss comical news topics from outside the Camphor bubble. So first, Jason Derulo knocked out his front two teeth after eating sweet corn with a drill.
How amazing. That was quite corny.
Oh, stop it. Oh, you're so funny. Do you have a news story for us?
4 men lightly injured in Germany after balcony collapses.
What's funny about
Well, they were trying to get rid of their massive sofa, and so they built a pulley system out on their balcony. But obviously, with 4 men, a pulley system, and a big heavy sofa, the balcony couldn't quite stand the weight, and so them and their sofa just plummeted kind of towards the pavement.
that? So their balcony literally just fell off the side of their house.
Onto a pedestrian down below.
There was a pedestrian underneath.
Yeah, all lightly injured. It's all right.
Okay, that's
You
good.
can laugh.
Yeah, that is funny.
Question time. First question from Ollie Hughes. What do you guys think boarding life will be like when we get back, and what ways do you think it will be different from what it was before? Who's
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm no expert. Probably just the same as it was before by September, hopefully anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really done much research into, future. But
Yeah, that's good.
second question from Ollie Hughes.
Oh, another one.
Can we fight Tuzi for the head of house position?
I think probably not. I like that you're taking leadership, but that's not on the cards, I don't think. I've got one from Mr. Milner. He said, if all Montecute staff were locked in Montecute together, who would be the last one standing?
Mr. Ryan.
Mr. Ryan. Okay, nice. In this next section, Monty News, we have asked members of the Greatest House to let us know what they've been up to during lockdown, whether it be charitable or just for fun or anything really.
So we're gonna bring you the news stories from Montecute, and at the moment we have a special guest, Roman Gill, on, who's got a story about what happened to him over half term. So, in Montecute news, over half term, Roman and Ben were in Lymington, and we're here with Rome's today, and he's got a story he'd like to tell us, a bit of a traumatic experience. He got mugged. Explain, Roman.
Okay, so I was out with some friends. I was with Ben and Harrison, Monty guys, and we were just chilling out by a river, and there were these like 13-year-old kids. They were quite young, and one of them came over to where we were sat and distracted us by telling us a story. I can't remember what it was, and so we looked over to where it had happened, and basically he stole some of our drinks we had with us, and he took them, put them in his bag, and he cycled off through this field, and he kept cycling. And me and Ben, we thought, right, we've got to go after this kid. We can't be having this. And we chased him, through a field, and some councilwoman, I can't remember what her title was, but she helped us. She followed us, and we found this boy with our drinks, and he told us that he'd thrown them in a hedge about 100 meters behind. And so we went back looking, and then we spoke to him again, and we couldn't find them anywhere. And the councilwoman gave them a good telling off, and they cycled off, and we assume they still had the drinks, and they completely got away with it. So we've been completely, completely mugged there, really.
That sounds terrible, Roman. I'm sorry that happened to you, man.
Thank you, Max.
Was it quite scary? The
It was.
experience?
It was one of the most traumatic experiences of my life. Yeah.
Ben told me he was quite a big 13-year-old. He was bigger than you, apparently.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he was very large. He
Like
we could
strong or chubby?
well, a bit of both actually. We could tell he was 13 by his voice and the way he spoke. But looking at the size of him, he was probably, if I had to put it in weight, he looked like he weighed about 90 kilos. Really, it's quite a big fella. Yeah.
That's 5 less than me.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, Roman, we're sorry that happened to you. We hope
you're covered.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
our hearts are with you.
Thank you.
Wow, what a traumatizing experience for Ben and Roman. And we didn't get any nominations for Shout Out of the Week, but we saw on the Instagram Maz Charlotte has given birth to 2 new chicks, Lemon and Herb. So she will be getting the signed photograph this week. So well done, Maz.
Congrats on the children. Our final section today is Tune of the Week.
So Max and I have each chosen a song, much like last week, that the community has voted on via the Instagram poll. This week my nomination was Viva La Diva by Coldplay.
And mine was With or Without You by U2.
Stick around to the end to find out which song is Tune of the Week.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we bid you farewell.
We will see you once again next week for another bloody good episode of Monte Radio.
Roll safe.
And finally, after much anticipation, Tune of the Week is Viva La Diva by Coldplay.
Okay, and that's a wrap. Big love from
Big Man Twos
and MC Hansen, signing off.